What's up, you guys? Some Extreme Symmetry here at YCS Austin with my boy Welchie, top 32, running Mermail Atlanteans, here with Asian Persuasion and Kiko 25X. We're getting the profile, dude. Top 32. Proud of you, my boy from my locals. Vamps Collectibles will miss you, but he brought it home for the team. You already know. So let's get in the profile, man.
Okay, so the deck, Mono Mermail, just going through here, I ran one lead. I think it's a staple.
It's big.
It's big, yeah. Lindy crashing makes him, you can just get over a lot of boss monsters. I only ran one infantry. I tested two for a long time, maybe a month, and I found just opening two infantry was just terrible. It didn't seem like it was really good. I don't really want to draw this card as much, so maybe about a week ago I cut this card, and it's been drawing consistently ever since. Two Gundy. I run two Gundy, so that's I guess the standard number.
Yeah.
Triple Lindy.
Yep.
Standard, right? Triple Pike. This card's really good, especially in the mirror match. Being able to make Dweller as early as possible makes this card really good. I ran Triple Teus, again standard. This card's just amazing with Dragoons. Triple Megalo, the boss monster, the OTK card, the best card in the deck.
The money card.
The money card.
Expensive.
Triple Diva. This card is again with Megalo.
Ooh.
Of course.
Making it out.
This card is so good. You have to run three. I see people running two. I just don't get it. I love having this one or two or three in my hand. No matter what, I love having that card. Triple Marksman complements the Triple Diva, complements all my. It's a good discard outlet, and it crunches games 2 and 3. These are the guys that get me my wins. Marksman puts in the most amount of work. Diva Marksman, when everybody sides in D-Fisher, Banisher, these are the cards that win me the games. Triple Dragoons lets me search my entire deck almost. It's my main combo piece. Overall, great card.
Card's amazing.
As far as that's the monsters. So 25 monsters, same as Billy Break's last.
From Miami.
From Miami, right. Same monster lineup. I feel like it was just the best monster lineup to go with. The spells, standard spells, one Dark Hole, obviously Pot of Avarice, Monster Born, Heavy Storm, and Triple Typhoon. There's nothing else I wanted to add in. Salvage was okay. I tested it for a little bit, but it was just too dead. So these are the spells I decided to go with. It's pretty standard. Now for this traps, I ran one Abyss Squall.
One Squall instead of two.
Instead of two, yeah, I just don't like opening this card. I search it a lot, and when I do open it, it's pretty cool to mask it when they don't expect it, but drawing two is just terrible early game. It makes my hands inconsistent, so I felt for the best consistency, one was the right number. I ran one Torrential Tribute.
Only one?
Only one. I wanted to keep the deck 40. I felt like this card is really good early game, and it's really good late game, but in those mid-match, I say like when I have an established field, this card's just not as good, and I didn't really want to draw two of them, so I felt one was a good number. And I ran double Fiendish Chain.
Ooh, that's interesting in the main deck.
This card is probably one of the best additions to the deck I've made when in testing, because it's really good against every single deck. There's not a single deck that I wouldn't at least side this in against if I were siding it. So I decided to main it. Against the mirror match, it's just when they go Megalo, discard Marksman, you can just stop the play. Same with Teus, and against windups, destroys windups. Against Dino Rabbit, this puts in a lot of work because of Dolka, Lagia. This just overall, a lot of people don't expect it. And there's an argument. People say, why run Fiendish Chain? Because it just it's going to get hit by MST. They hold their MSTs. They don't, MST face downs against the Mermail matchup. Well, I figure it's actually good for them to MST my chain. So that way my spheres will resolve, right? And that way my engine in my deck that gets my deck going is usually Sphere. So I feel like, if I can bait out that MST with Fiendish Chain, then my spheres will be able to clutch the game for me.
Awesome.
One Judgment. I ran one Solemn Judgment. Of course, it's a good card. I wouldn't cut it. But I do side it out a lot. Again, the mirror, against Fire Fist sometimes. It just...
but game one, it's like a clutch.
Game one, it can be really good. Yeah. And last but not least, Triple Sphere. Yeah, that's pretty standard. So.
Alright, so that's the main deck. Side and extra.
So going to the side deck, start off, I sided, let's see here, two Maxis. These are for the mirror match, specifically. I don't side them in against anything else because pretty much everything else sides in Dimensional Fisher. So these are pretty good, pretty game wrecking, and I actually lost to these in top 32, so you'll know. Double Deck Dev. Again, these are for the mirror match specifically, but these can be pretty clutch against wind up as well. And they complement the 3 Mind Crush that I play. 3 Mind Crush. This card is just
3 Super Mind Crush.
I know, it's common.
Wait,
Oh, never mind, no.
Don't look at that one.
2 Super.
I couldn't get the 3rd one. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
So yeah, these are just really good against the mirror match. These can be like real just clutch against some decks like Wind Up. I decided maybe 2 against Wind Up with the deck devs because Factory, you just knowing your opponent's hand. This card letting you know your opponent's hand and being able to play around your opponent's hand will win you the game in most cases. So when that card resolves correctly, you're going to be.
And the combo's deadly.
And the combo with deck dev is just nuts. I've won quite a few games with these combos. So that's what I normally side against the mirror match. Then I side the rest of these cards. Triple Dust. I tried Triple Dust Tornado.
Fire Fist, Big
Fire
Fist,
Fist, Dino Rabbit,
Heroes,
pretty much everything.
Whatever,
Pretty much everything that's not mirror match. Everything's going to side in Dimensional Fissure, a lot of straps. So this card just puts in a lot of work. I want to draw. Yeah, this is the card that wins a lot of games. Because, especially against Dino Rabbit, getting rid of macro or forcing a Lagia to negate a Dust Tornado is crucial. So that can be really good. I ran 2 Soul Takers. This is for like Banisher, Thunder King, or opposing Gaios, problem monsters, pretty standard. And 1 Snowman Eater. I only ran 1 because it's searchable, and it's pretty cool when you can get it with Pike, and then instead of Lindy, and you have you can mask the mask. It's mind games, right? Yeah, and. People don't really expect it when they set it. Sometimes they won't attack it because they think it's a Lindy.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of cool. But I don't like running more than 1. I didn't really have the space, and I felt like 1 with the 2 Soul Takers would be enough.
Funniest stuff. Yeah.
And the last 2 cards are Messenger of Peace.
That card is.
And I'm sure you guys have seen.
It's the downfall. Of
this card shuts down Fire Fist, Rabbit. Yeah, especially Rabbit. A lot of players are only running 2 MST in Rabbit right now, so they have very few outs to this card once it's already active. So there's a lot of games where I just stall out 10 turns with this thing and just let me draw out of my plays. So this card was really clutch. I was actually thinking about bumping up to 3 just to open it, but I mean 2 worked out really well for me.
Hey, you topped, man. It's good.
So that's the side deck.
Okay, just extra.
Mainly the side deck was for mirror match and anti-me. So it's counting side decks. Now for the extra deck, simple,
I
don't run Daigosto Phoenix. I think this is just fine. I only need 1. Zen Mains. This card gets rid of Macrocosmos, Dimensional Fissure, Problem Monsters. This card's just
stuff
really
that's
clutch.
in your way. Yep.
Leviathan. I notice a lot of people cutting this, and I don't get why. I make this guy with Marksman so much. This guy is almost like a win condition sometimes, just because he can just in a simplified game state. This card can just completely dominate and win you the game because of Marksman and just being able to those combos. So that's the reason why I decided to keep him in. I added in Bahamut Shark and Abyss Trites. This combo right here, this is one of the best combos in this deck.
2,800 defense. It's crazy.
This lets me establish a really big field. I have a big beater with a good effect, and 2,600 gets over a lot of good monsters, right? And the 2,800 defense lets me wall up with these 2. Basically, when someone's staring down these 2, it's really hard for them to play out of it. And when they waste their resources on this, I can just follow up with a Gaios or some sort of diva play. So this is really good for baiting removal. I really like that. I ran the 1 Dweller, really amazing in the mirror match. I make this against a lot of decks, even if I don't, even if they don't have
great search off Dragoons.
Right, search Dragoons, boost all my guys by 500 and let me OTK. This in Megalo that can attack twice is 8,000. That's an OTK just with Dweller and Megalo. So, and I did do that to some this weekend. For my 7s, I ran double Gaios.
Double Gaios card's
the card's just too good. It's pretty standard, so a lot of people are running double.
And the other money card,
the big guy. I only ran 1. I actually had 2 of these in the extra deck before the tournament, but
you sold 1, right?
Actually, I decided to take it out because I'm only running 1 Squall, and the fact that in the mirror match, this card, although it's as dominating as it is in the mirror match, I almost don't make it until they make theirs or they establish a field, and that way it can be pretty clutch. And if that's the case, I don't really need 2 of them, if I'm holding on to it.
Makes sense.
And space issues, space was the biggest issue with my extra deck. So that's the 7s. And then on to the Synchros.
Standard card's too good.
And it was really good. I was actually thinking about cutting this card before the tournament, but it came in handy, actually. I was running Scrap Dragon originally, but Scrap Dragon's okay. I guess Gungnir makes Gaios, and they're both removal effects. This card came up a little bit more often, so that's why I decided to keep it in. But the MVP,
Black
Rose
Rose
Dragon. This card is just ridiculous. This card just like games 2 and 3 when they've established a field, they've sitting pretty on Deep Fisher, Banisher, 2 sets. I just Diva, Infantry, Marksman, blow up the field. Megalo,
they're back to square one.
Yeah, exactly. This card just. This amazing. I don't know why people don't run it. It's just too good. I would, if I had room, I'd run 2 maybe.
Crazy.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Lauren.
Card's too busted.
Man,
that and Messenger.
You guys will see in my feature match.
Yeah.
I have been just summon Diva, get Diva, I'll go Sphere for Pike, balance everything. It works really good with Fiendish Chain.
Yeah.
It works amazing with Squall.
A lot of cards work.
This card is just. Oh man, I just love this card. I wish I could run 2. Really, I wish I made it enough to run 2. Yeah, space is so rough.
5s and the 4. Yep.
5s, Catastor. I ran the Librarian. It gets over Catastor. I run DDV in the side deck.
Yeah, so you got 2 targets right there.
Yeah, there's my targets, and this card is just really good in the mirror match. When I know they have Diva, when they search their Diva, I can just make this guy, and I'll try to get a +1. Or I do a lot of double Diva plays. And go Diva, Infantry, Diva, Marksman, Attack, and I'll have Librarian, Armory Arm, draw a card, then overlay Dragoons, and just Search with Dweller. It's just, this card is just too good. I don't see why you would cut it.
And then the 1/4, the Armory Arm.
The Armory Arm. This guy wanted me a game in time. I equipped to a Megalo.
Too much damage.
This was actually against Stefan. And
we love you, Akuma.
We do, my man. Yeah, it came in handy. This guy is just overall really good. It helps me make Dweller. It helps me just push over big monsters. So I figured it's a staple.
Great. All right, so that's the deck.
Yeah.
That's my boy, Chris Welch, top 32. Brought it home for NorCal, man. We're proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that's all we got to say, guys. That was the video. Thank you for watching.